Hi, Sunnies. Welcome to Beaming Light. I am Danita. Welcome to my channel where I talk about my personal experiences, relate those experiences to song lyrics and the song lyrics to Bible verses to make it make sense in today's society. Beaming stands for bold, enlightened, aware, mature, insightful, nurturing, grateful, and light stands for loving, intelligent, generous, honest, and tactful. How are you guys today? I hope you're doing well. Yeah. It's a beautiful day outside. It's Tuesday. It's gorgeous. I hope it's sunny vibes where you're at. Let's get into the topic of this video. We're going to look at 3 different Bible verses. Well, a few of them. So we're going to look at 1 Timothy chapter 5, 21 through 25, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, and 1 Corinthians 15, chapter 34. No role models makes you for everybody. Again, no role models makes you for everybody. One time for my LA sisters. One time for my LA hoes. Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't say, I want to be saved. I got that. That's 3-6. I remember that 3-6 song. That and what else was a good 3-6 song? Late Night Tip, sipping on some scissor, 3-6 Mafia. Gang, gang, gang. All right, anywho. No role models makes you for everybody. I bring up the Bible verse, train up the child the way you want them to go, so when they are old, they do not depart from it, right? That is a beautiful verse because when you have morals and values instilled within you in the early age, you don't depart from those morals and values. You really listen to your conscience and your moral compass and let that be your guide in life, because that is God guiding you. That's how he guides you, through your intuition, through your moral compass, and through your morals and values. But what happens when you don't have a role model to give you the appropriate morals and values, to give you that foundation? It's hard, right? And you can be in that lost phase. Let's go back to the chart. You can be in that lost phase. And lost, I didn't say this yesterday, but lost is like, not only are you taking an L, but you are the L, right? Because you are literally lost. You're trying to find your way. But here's the thing with that. Sometimes when you're trying to find your way, Sunnies, are you trying to put people in the position to help you find your way, or you put that responsibility on them, and that's not their responsibility. Everybody is responsible for their own happiness in life, right? So when you're walking around literally lost and in a deep sleep or unconscious state, because even though you're awake, you're in a deep sleep mentally, because you're not conscious. You're making decisions off of emotion, off of maybe accusations or assumptions or whatever it could be, right? You are living your life lost. So you are the L. I was the L. It is what it is. And I found myself through God. That's why when I came back home, it was like, I am so happy that my mom laid that foundation down for me. Showed me how to move. Showed me what a lady looks like. Showed me, good morals and good values and being a good person and moving in life. You got to identify if you're the lost and the losses that you had, right? And that's going to lead you to your lesson, right? Remember we said that? Identifying a loss, then you can go into the lesson phase, doing some realization, taking accountability, responsibility for the things that you played and the part you played in your lost, and you being lost, because you play a part in you being lost, Sunnies. You do play a huge part, because you're not doing the inner work to heal. Remember, I told you got to get that green peroxide out. The green alcohol. Why I keep saying green peroxide? That green alcohol, the peroxide, and the neosporin to really dig deep and cleanse those wounds. So you can get to your lemonade. And your lemonade will lead you to a better life, where you shine your light and you attract the love that you need and want. Because God wants to give you the desires of your heart, but you have to realize that you're the lost. You are taking losses because you are lost. You understand what I'm saying? You are taking losses in life because you are lost. All right, so let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 21 through 25. I charge thee before God and the Lord Jesus Christ and the elect angels that thou observe these things without preferring one before another, doing nothing by partiality. Lay hands suddenly on no man, neither be partaker of other men's sins. Keep thyself pure. I like this. Let me say that again. Lay hands suddenly on no man. So don't put your hands on people, you know what I'm saying? Keep your hands to yourself. I think we all learned that in kindergarten. Be partaker of us, and neither be partaker of other men's sins. So if someone else has something going on in their life, you don't join in with them. Don't join the bandwagon, because you're partaking in it and you're allowing the bad behavior to continue. Keep thyself pure. Keep your heart pure. Keep your thoughts pure. I still struggle sometimes with that. Like, I just gotta nope, we're not planting that seed. Nope, we're not planting that seed, right? Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake and thine often infirmities. Some men's sins are open beforehand, going before to judgment, and some men they follow after. Likewise, all the good works of some are manifest beforehand, and they that are otherwise cannot be hid. I like the whole thing about keeping yourself pure. When you do the work, right, you identify that you are lost, and that's why you're taking losses. You do that work to learn the lesson and heal. You are on your way to purity. You are on your way to being pure, because you recognize the things that you need to change in life. Everyone's responsible for their happiness, right? So you can't depend on other people to make you happy. And I think that's what happens is people get so caught up in putting the pressure on someone else to make them happy. But it's like, what are you doing to make yourself happy? Because let me tell you something, Sonnies. Happiness, joy, peace, love, light comes from within. Keep yourself pure. One time for my LA sisters. One time for my LA hoes. Blame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows don't save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. I wanna be saved. All right, let's go to J. Cole. No role models, and I'm here right now. No role models to speak of. Searching through my memory, I couldn't find one. Last night, I was getting my feet rubbed by the baddest bitch, not Trina, but I swear to God, this bitch will call your girl and make her tell her, hey, what's good? Sorry, I'm never coming home. I'ma stay for good. Then hang the phone up and proceed to lay the wood. I got that image from Harlem Nights when the guy was with his prostitute and he called his wife and was like, hey, put your mom's on the phone. Hey, Betty, I'm never calling for goods. Okay, bye. And he hung up. I remember that scene in that movie. Sorry, I'm never come home. I'm going to stay for good. Then hang the phone up and proceed to lay the wood. I came fast like 911 in white neighborhoods. Ain't got no shame about it. She think I'm spoiled and I'm rich because I can have any bitch. I got the fist and said, nah, I'm the same without it. But then I thought back to a better me. Before I was a B-list celebrity. Before I call them bitches so heavily. Back when you couldn't get a platinum plaque without no melody, you wasn't sweating me. One time for my LA sisters. One time for my LA hoes. Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows don't save her. She don't want to be saved. I don't know. I just like, that should be a transition. I don't know. I like that. Y'all. J. Cole said he was searching through his memory and he couldn't find one role model. He even starts off the song saying, first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince, like Uncle Phil, Bill Cosby, Carl Winslow. Well, I should say Uncle Phil, Dr. Huxtable, and Carl Winslow was like the father role models for Black America if you grew up without a father in your home. Those were like the guys that kept you like on a straight and narrow path if you followed their advice. But see, here's the thing. You can't move, right? And how can I say this? They were the role models, right? But it's like, what else were you exposed to in the home environment? Why do you feel the need to move like this? Y'all, I'm going to tell you this story. Let me drink some coffee before I tell this story. Speaking of no role models. I heard this story about this girl. I'm going to call her Lil Mama. And she was dating someone and she cheated on him. And it wasn't like she just cheated on one person. Like, she cheated on him with multiple people. Like, multiple people, right? And then got into the space where she thought she could go back to the guy that she cheated on and, like, force him to propose to her. Like, where they do that at? Y'all, I ain't even heard that she cheated on him with the daddy girl. Y'all heard me. His daddy. His daddy. What? And you think you could go back to the same person? Y'all. That's what I'm saying. No role models. Like, how does that even make sense? How's that? My dude, well, my ex cheated on me with my cousin. You think he come? No, you can't come back here. That's closed. That's done. Are you serious? So you think if you cheated on somebody with their daddy, they gonna let you back? Come on now. Where do they do that at? That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to have those good morals and values instilled in you. You can't be out here moving reckless because you're trying to get your way. You're trying to make someone jealous. You're trying to manipulate the situation. It's like, you can't win like that. Sonnies, y'all cannot win like that. I mean, she was for everybody. These hoes, they for everybody. Everybody? All right, let's look at 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." Y'all, and she did all of this for money. It's like, whoa, sis. That's a lot. So let's go into it. She's a super freak. Met her at Live last week. She was in there with me in the VIP. She left with me. She said she fucked with Breezy. Do I want to keep it? Nah, that whole two-sleeved. Now she fucked with Jeezy. Do you believe me? That shit all over TV. Now she worked the pole, but you ain't know. That's how she make her dough. Seen in her in New York. She was all throw. Forgot we met before. She said she fucked with Drake. I ain't surprised. All these hoes fuck with Drake, y'all. Everybody. Yo, Drake is like literally champagne popping, yo. I'm laughing. Drake is funny. I asked why she out this way. She said she on a date. Then she left with Trey. When will these niggas learn? Hoes like doorknobs. Everybody gets a turn. Chicks be so high class on the internet, but don't got shit she earned. She got that back from Juicy J. She got that ass from Rudy Gay. Now your silly ass down on one knee. What the fuck, man? Is you crying? Like, if you cheat, if you mess with somebody, daddy, and you expect them to propose, like, come on, that is crazy. That is nuts. These hoes, they for everybody. Everybody? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, for the love of money is the root of all evil. For the love of money. Gotta get that money, man. Money, man. Still the same, no. Gotta get that money, man. This is why it is important for both people, men and women, to have their own, to be established, because when you get into a space where you need somebody's money, or it just is like, it's kind of like you're gonna be willing to do whatever. You are willing to risk it all. Like, at that point, you are really willing to risk it all, and you don't want to risk it all. Who wants to do that? All right, let's look at 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 34. It says, "Awake to the righteousness, and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of God. I speak to this your shame." This goes back to train up the child the way you want them to go, so when they are old, they do not depart from it. Awake to righteousness. Remember I said, sometimes you are lost. You are lost and you are in a sleep state. You're moving unconsciously. So you got to awake to righteousness. "And sin not, for some have not the knowledge of God. I speak to this your shame." You need to go seek God. Man cannot fix your problems. Only God can. You will have to turn yourself over to God. Because who wouldn't want to understand why they keep losing, learn a lesson in why they keep losing, make their lemonade, have a better life, shine their light on the world so they can attract love, their soul family. You know, I'm telling you, whatever the issue is, because to me, that story that I shared with you guys, that's giving like some deep childhood trauma wounds. A lot of the stuff that we go through in life and how we move the way we move is because we're not addressing childhood traumas. We have to address childhood traumas. We need to talk to people. We need to go to God. We need to figure it out so we can awaken to the righteousness. Because I don't know about you, but I had a great role model, and I ain't got time for no role models making me for everybody. And that's Sunny Vibes on that. Sunny Vibes is a state of mentality. You guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. Pay it forward with a random act of kindness today. Spread love, light, and positivity. Be a being light in your community. Sunny D Vibes. Y'all, let's get on this love vibration, because you be the change you want to see in your family. Break those generational curses. Talk about them. All right, love. Talk to you later. Bye, Sunnies.